Made possible through support from CCDC, Colorado Cross Disability Coalition, Developmental Pathways, and the Arc of Aurora. A Think+change training.
Hey there everyone, I am Petrie.
And I'm Jeff.
We are advocates with the Arc of Aurora, and we are thrilled to be here with you today offering another Think+change presentation. Today we are discussing a very contemporary and new topic. We are discussing the use of medical cannabis in a school setting. So before we go any further, I just want to put this disclaimer out there, and I need to read it word for word. This material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide, promote, prescribe medical or legal advice. You should consult your own medical or legal advisors for specific and personalized advice. Now that we have that out of the way, we want to talk a little bit about the uses, how it's kind of come about, and so Jeff, why don't you kind of start us off?
Okay. Within the last couple of years, something passed, a House bill called HB 18-1286. And what that bill did, it basically allowed for nurse delegation of medical cannabis in the school setting. Now, just some people don't know what the word delegation means. Let me just explain it. It's the assignment of authority to carry out an activity, basically. So they're basically, this bill is allowing the nurse to carry out the activity of distributing medical cannabis in the school setting.
And I think they also do, like anyone who's acting in capacity as the nurse as well, right?
Right,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
This law, though, it allows school personnel to possess and administer medical cannabis, non-smokable form, though. Exactly. We're not having people go outside of the school and smoke a joint.
Exactly.
This is edible, or it could be oil, lotion, whatever way the medical cannabis is best consumed. This law protects personnel from being criminally prosecuted, so it's a little safety net for the nurses. And really, if you do want to have your child use medical cannabis in school and it to be delegated by the nurse, it needs to start with a conversation with the principal and the parent or the guardian. And in that conversation, there needs to be an agreement on how it's going to be done in that particular school. And then parents need to submit the required documents to the school that you would do for any medication. And the cannabis must be kept in a locked storage container throughout the school day.
Okay. And I think too, if I understand correctly, only the nurse in that building or the person who's acting as the nurse has access to that. Is
correct.
That correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. And the child cannot administer it his or herself.
Correct.
Okay. What else you got?
Well, I was going to ask you, what choices...
Right. So along with, kind of this new modality of treatment that a lot of families are finding really beneficial for their children in different capacities, there are some challenges because nurses don't necessarily have to agree to administer medical cannabis.
And what about at the district level?
So at the district level, and in fact on a state level, even though the HB 118 that you referenced, that was kind of an expansion of a law that was actually passed in 2016. So it does allow now for that administration. However, it's not mandatory. It's only an option.
Oh, okay. So you can't go in and say, hey, this law passed.
Right.
I'm requiring
Yeah, it's opt-in only.
To administer.
So nurses in the building could say, thank you, but we're not going to pass that or administer that. Districts as a whole, even perhaps just individual buildings, they all get to kind of use this at their discretion or administer this at their discretion. So it's not commonly used right now in the school setting. So here are a couple of options. So if parents are really finding this beneficial for a child and the school has said, we can't administer it for whatever reason, oftentimes parents who don't want the benefits of maybe medical cannabis to be disrupted throughout their child's day, they just need to be close by and maybe be present. They can come into the school building and administer it to their child themselves, yes.
Cool.
So, and again, circling back, the kid can't, pop an edible himself during the school day.
Right.
But the parent can come in and administer that. So, maybe another possible option is that it's, done before and after school, and maybe it doesn't have to happen during the school day. And the consistency can kind of counties within the state of Colorado that are now allowing this. And that really happened strictly because of parental input and parental communication with the schools.
So basically, the law has been passed, but the parents still have to be more proactive to get it.
You still have to be proactive. This isn't an easy entry point to be able to access this yet. But, we certainly encourage parents, especially parents who are in this situation, to kind of reach out to each other, talk to each other, find out what's working, what kind of dialoguing is going on with the school districts. We know there are other school districts that are starting to entertain this. They just kind of need to figure out what it looks like.
And it all kind of starts with the conversation with the principal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this subject.
It's been real.
It's been real, and there will be more to come, so please stay tuned. And as always, if you ever have any questions or concerns, please reach out to any of your local ARC chapters. We are here to help. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
THINK+change. Talks, trainings, and tools to help in your work for or with people with intellectual and other developmental disabilities. Learn more at www.thinkchange.training.